What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and I am here today with the review for The Oval on BET Season 4, I believe this is. Could be wrong, but it'll be correct it'll be correct on the screen. But this is Season 4, Episode 11. It's titled What's Done in the Dark. Now, before we go ahead and get into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other on the channel and aren't subscribed, do me a solid favor and stop taking me out of this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning your post notifications on, and sharing the video. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's discuss The Oval on BET, shall we? All right, you guys, so this episode, we pick up where we last left off. So you guys remember in last week's episode, it ended with Nancy going to the Rackadoosh's compound, right? You guys remember she got caught by that young kid. So he's telling her to move. She's like, oh no, I can get in my car and leave. So he's questioning her, and she's she's answering the questions, saying, I came to see your cult, not your cult. So he was like, what do you mean our cult? She's like, your religion. So once again, he's telling her to move. She's saying, I can leave, just give me my keys, right? So then I guess she started having, difficulties breathing. She told him she has asthma and she needs her inhaler. Why did he pistol whip her? See, this is why I can't watch Ruthless, you guys. This is a precise reason why I just cannot do Ruthless. He hit her, and then, he said, come on. So she said, I need my inhaler. So he said, I'll hit you again. I was like, dude, that's a woman. So he drags her along with him, and she is wheezing as they're walking. I'm like, dude, you don't hear this woman wheezing, but okay. So then we move over to the White House, and we see Priscilla, and she's talking to Bobby. So she's asking him, can she get him anything? He says no, that he's on duty. She tells him, they're in the other room, so they're not going to come in here. She says, have a seat. He says, I'm on duty. She says, Bobby, just sit down, right? So he sat down eventually, and the two of them began to flirt with each other. And I was like, oh, Bobby, you got a type, don't you? You got a type, and that type is a married woman. First Lily, now Priscilla. Calm down, buddy. Go for a woman that is available. That is my biggest advice to you, Bobby. Go for someone who is available, because Priscilla ain't available. And as mad as Priscilla is with Sam, I do believe that she and Sam will eventually find a way to get back to each other. Let me know what you guys think, but let's pause here and move forward. All right, you guys, so next up we got Max. Now, you guys know I've told you numerous amount of times that Max is like a wild rabid dog when it comes to Kyle, right? And granted, he has every right to feel the way he feels about Kyle, because Kyle is the one that, lit him up, and Agent Yuma. And he's, Kyle has made, threats against his in-laws, his wife, and his son. So Max has every reason to be upset with Kyle. Max has every reason to want to get at Kyle, right? But at a certain point in time, it's like, really, Kyle, not Kyle, but Max, let's let it go, right? So, like I said, Kyle's like a dog, not Kyle, but Max is like a dog with a bone. He just wants to beat Kyle's ass, right? Now Kyle says, well, but I was on orders, right? And you saw what they told you. She was sleeping with her, and I thought you were in on it, so sorry. So then Kyle also tells Max that he knows that he still has the mattress, and he says that the son did it. I mean, technically, that part is true. That part is true. And that's interesting when it comes to this show, right? Like, they're telling partly the truth, but then the stuff that they fabricated is like, none of it makes sense to me. Like the stuff with Allie and Ellie. Certain things just don't make a lot of sense, and at this point, I'm gonna stop trying to make a round hole fit in a square peg fit into a round hole. A round hole fit into a square peg. I think that's the saying. Either way it go, when I said it out loud, it just didn't sound right. Either way it go. So Kyle suggests to Max that they go to a boxing gym and, box out their frustrations. And then after they're done with that, they can go to the locker room and he can really release on him. I'm like, ew. So Kyle is just going to come on to any man that he comes in contact with, huh? Okay. I guess, right? So then Max was like, you know what? I'll take you up on that offer. So we move over to the pharmacy, and Lily is still in the pharmacy. I'm like, girl, why are you still here? You didn't pay for this shit, so why are you still here? So Kareem is still telling Lily, oh, I can help you. And she was like, what you're talking about sounds like witness protection. He says, no, they help, traffic women and kids. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself this entire time, Kareem, how can you help Lily and you couldn't help Sharon? And you damn sure couldn't help yourself when Hunter and his goons got to you. That's why you went and got that arsenal that you have. So how can you help Lily? But okay. So Lily tells him she's not abused. She's just being forced to stay in a marriage with her husband who likes men, but he likes the way she makes him look, right? So once again, he's like, I can help you. He gives her his number, tells her to call him. And then at a strange point, it sounded like they were, because she's like, I like the way you say my name. I was like, are we flirting with him? Girl, when is the last time? I mean, I know you last had sex with Bobby, but girl, how long had it been before Bobby? Especially with your husband being gay. Okay. So Dale and Sharon, they showed up to work, and Kareem had a funky ass attitude, and I just didn't understand why he had the attitude that he had. Because he's still talking about Barry, and it's like, dude, obsessed much? But okay, let's pause here and move forward, you guys. All right, you guys, so next up, we move back over to Priscilla and Bobby, having a good kiki session with each other, right? And Sam comes in like, what's going on here? So they basically ignore Sam, right? So Richard came in and he said, Sam, can I talk to you outside? So Sam and Richard went outside. So Richard asked Sam, have you heard anything about Barry? And so Sam was like, no, I haven't heard anything. So Bobby and Priscilla, they're still talking, right? And Bobby's like, Sam didn't look too happy. She's like, what do you mean? He was like, Sam, when he came in here, the way he looked at me, because I was sitting and I was flirting with you. Bobby putting it on. I'm like, Bobby, she's married. Talking about her body is bang, which I will give her that, baby. Her body is on point, on to the point. So back to Richard and Sam. So Richard feels like Barry is in trouble, and Sam says, well, what he'll do is he'll reach out to the local police and have them put out an APB, right? So then Sam went back into the kitchen where Priscilla and Bobby were, and he was like, you can leave. I was like, how rude of you, Samuel. And so when he left out, Priscilla was like, Sam, you're jealous, aren't you? I was like, girl, he's jealous. And she said, okay, let's do this. She played into that jealousy with Sam, and Sam's like, Sam wanted to get in his feelings, and I'm like, me and Priscilla was like, but you slept with the first lady. Okay, so you can kind of ixnay that ish, because what you talking about, we ain't listening to, right? Now, do I think that Priscilla gonna do anything with Bobby? No. Would I be mad if she did anything with Bobby? Hell no. I mean, Sam slept with Victoria. So I don't really give a shit. I don't give a damn at all. But let's pause here, you guys, and move forward. All right, you guys. So we move back over to Eli, Donald, Victoria, Simone, Donald, Eli, Victoria, Simone, and Hunter, right? So they're telling Hunter the plan. Mind you, Hunter is getting drunker and drunker by the minute. He's having Richard bring him drinks. And then at one point, he's like, I want to know why the butler is still standing here. I would have said, you know what, sir, fuck you. But he didn't. Richard needs his job. So then Hunter asked him, how did they come up with this plan, right? and how they basically tied this to Jason. And Donald and Victoria are like, oh shit, like let's stop this. So they eventually stopped the meeting with each other because they saw that this was gonna go off the rails. And I'm like, y'all don't think this was gonna go off the rails? The man has asked for a drink. The man has had drink after drink after drink. Where did y'all think this shit was gonna go? But hey, it ain't got nothing to do with me, right? So Eli and Simone, they left, right? So Eli asked for Bobby to take Simone home, and she's just basically wondering what Hunter meant. She's wondering if they missed something. Y'all missed a whole lot of shit. And Eli saying, but he got his intel, and I'm just like, huh? Okay. I'm stumped, but I'm not stumped because like I said earlier, I'm just gonna let this shit be what it be. I'm just gonna come on camera and just talk about the episode and not try to put factual. Just think I'm put my sense of logic to the side and just do my review. So Max is telling Bobby about the boxing match, right? And Bobby's like, okay, Bobby wants to. I hate when Bobby talks in the third person. So Bobby wants to go, and Bobby says his money is on Max. Not Max, but Kyle. So let's pause here and wrap up the episode, you guys. Sharon and Kareem, you guys, they are the most annoying people on this damn show. Sharon is telling Kareem to go home. Kareem is so fixated on Barry, and I'm like, why? So I don't remember if this happened in this episode or if it's the preview for next week's not next week's episode, but the episode that'll be on January 3rd. I believe it was this episode where Kareem got home and he went to get something to drink, and then he went to his room and there was Barry on his bed. Now, if I got ahead of myself, I think I don't know if that's the preview for next episode or if that happened in this episode. If I got ahead of myself, we'll discuss it when we get to January 3rd. Donald, Victoria, and Hunter. Hunter, now this scene with them was extremely long. It was very long because it was long-winded, because it took so long for Hunter just to reveal to them that the person that you two idiots unlived wasn't Jason, because he asked Victoria, did you look at him? He shows her the autopsy, the toxicology. You guys remember she injected something into fake Jason's IV, and they got the drug, right? So then he reveals to them that wasn't Jason in the bed. So you're like, where in the hell is Jason at? Let me tell you where Jason is. Jason has decided to take himself over to Alan's home, and he wants Alan to help him. And I was just thinking to myself, like, Tyler, this part doesn't make sense, right? Because Sam and his people were helping Jason, but Jason just took out that guy that was watching him, and now he's asking Alan to help him. How much sense does that make? Another thing that I don't like is but this whole Jason being a serial killer thing. I just don't like it, because Jason pulled a gun on Alan, and Alan got some act right at that point. And I was just like, oh my God. But hey, that's really all I got for this episode, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comment section below. Please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Turn your post notifications on. Share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Remember, wash your hands. Be blessed. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.